Skills on the platform, back at you with another read. And this is for the sign of Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node for the sign of Capricorn. Also, Capricorn, this is your weekly tarot reading for the week of January 31st through February 6th of 2022. And this is for the sign of Capricorn. Also, Capricorn, like, comment, and subscribe so that way you can receive future weekly reads like this of your energy that you may encounter and also energy of yourself. I'll just give you a heads up, that way you know what to expect moving on throughout your week, right? We don't want to be surprised. We want to know what's going on at all times, right? Now, also like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you share this. Okay. Now, Capricorn, this is your 3-card spread. Past, present, and future energies for this week. Let's see what we have for you this week, Capricorn. This is your weekly spread for the sign of Capricorn. All right, Capricorn. Past energy. Present energy. Future energy. Alright, Capricorn. It's looking good for you. Looks like you've been through some stuff, but nonetheless, it's ends out looking good for you. Past energies, the Two of Swords, Lord of Peace, restored, right? Current energy, the Five of Swords, Lord of Defeat. And then the future energy is the Lord of Material Happiness. So it ends out good for you this week when it's all said and done, Capricorn. Okay? So let's go ahead and get this reading underway. Alright, so you can go ahead and get your energy for the week for the sign of Capricorn. Alright, Capricorn. The first past energy is the Two of Swords. Okay. Two of Swords, Capricorn. Past energy. Lord of Restored Peace, right? So there's definitely been some fights and battles that you had in the past, right? The Lord of Restored Peace. Two of Swords are each held by a hand issuing from the lower clouds. At the points where the two upright swords cross is a rose of 5 petals, emitting 10 pointed rays and a multitude of smaller rays. The symbol for the moon appears in a horizontal position at the top and bottom of the card, adjacent to the symbol for Libra. 2 daggers also appear at both top and bottom ends of the card. The points of the small daggers touching the points and handles of the large crossed swords. This card represents the first decan of Libra, possibly dealing with the Libra or dealt with the Libra Cancer. Excuse me. Capricorn. Also, Capricorn, you might have been dealing with a Cancer as well, because that just came out. Also, Capricorn, the card represents the first decan of Libra, dealing with the Libra, possibly in the past. Ruled by the moon, and thus the moon in Libra, 1 degrees to 10 degrees. This is the card for the autumn equinox. Herein rules the angels, Yiziel and Mabiel, meaning strength through suffering. Alright, so you've gained strength through your suffering, right? Pleasure after pain. This may not apply to everyone, it may not apply to anyone, it may apply to many. Take it how it resonates, alright? Take what's good, leave the rest. Balance, force, contradictory, characteristics of the same nature, sacrifice, trouble, peace restored. So there's been some fights, there's some battles, there's been some wars, but peace has been restored after that. In the same nature, sacrifice and trouble, peace restored, truce, arrangements of differences, justice, sorrow and sympathy for those in trouble, aid to the weak and oppressed, unselfishness. All right, so you have displayed unselfishness, which has come to this truce and peace being restored from your past energy. inclination to repetition of affronts, and talkative. Also in the reverse, be careful of duplicity, falsehood, misrepresentation, and disloyalty. All right? So those are energies to look out for in yourself and others. From past, even to the present, and going into the future. Right? No one, appreciates disloyalty. So that's the past energy for you, for our Capricorns. Now your current energy is the Five of Swords. So it looks like after a truce, it seems like there's been some type of defeat with your current energy from that past energy, which you are in now. All right, so this is the current energy of the Five of Swords. Now the Five of Swords, Lord of Defeat, okay? The Lord of Defeat, the Five of Swords, point upwards, their hilt depicting birds, except from the center sword, which has an interlaced handle. On the sword, from left to right, the swan and dove pertain to Venus, the peasant and hawk of Aquarius. In the center, possibly dealing with an Aquarius currently, Capricorn. Okay? Take how it resonates. May even have these signs in your chart, a Pisces or Aquarius. The petals of the rose, which in the front of the sword had been reinstated, for now torn asunder and fallen. The pointed rays are broken and despaired. Above and below are seen the symbols of Venus and Aquarius, possibly dealing with an Aquarius in the past or in the present. All right. This card represents the first decan of Aquarius ruled by Venus. Thus, Venus in Aquarius, 1 degree to 10 degrees. Angels Aniel and Kamaya, meaning contest, finished with disappointment, outcome, failure, defeat, anxiety, trouble, poverty, adherence, grieving after pain. There's a lot going on with you, with your current energy, Capricorn, I must say. Also, grieving, laborious, unrest, vile nature, spiteful, malicious, slandering, lying, busybody, gossip, resentful of peace and harmony between others, cruel yet cowardly, thinkless, unreliable, clever, quick in thought and speech, feelings of petty ease, easily aroused from unenduring. Easily aroused but unenduring. All right? You're easily aroused but just don't want to go through anything. This kind of energy is just, it's a low vibing energy. But according to your future energy, that's going to be a big change. Also, feelings of pettiness, easily aroused but unenduring. In the reverse, it says uncertain outlook may turn into favorable weakness tested. So that's your current energy, which is pretty low for you, Capricorn, right? Or for anyone that could be around you or you people that you may be dealing with, right? But nonetheless, the energy completes out and closes out for the week in the Nine of Cups, right? So the Nine of Cups is the Lord of material happiness. So after all of this, peace, right? After battle, then peace, then you go into a stage of defeat. Your future is looking bright with the Nine of Cups, the Lord of material happiness. The Lord of material happiness at the bottom of the card, a hand emerges from the clouds and grasps the stems of lotus. The flowers outhung each cup from which water pours. All the cups are full and running over. Above and below are the symbols of Jupiter and Pisces, possibly dealing with a Pisces in the future. Okay. Jupiter in Pisces, 10 degrees to 20 degrees. Angels, Celia and Ariel, meaning complete realization of pleasure and happiness. Self-praise, vanity, conceit, much talking of self, yet kind and lovable, high-minded, not easily satisfied by small and limiting ideas, apt to be maligned through too much self-absorption, good, generous, but foolish-natured. Okay? Now, in the reverse, be careful of mistakes, material loss, and imperfections. Right? So when it's all said and done, Capricorn, you know, we're even with the material happiness, right? Life is more about, it's not only about material. It's about that spiritual side of yourself. Because you can have all the money in the world, right? But if you don't have your spiritual side in check, or if you don't have, any kind of, foundation, it doesn't mean anything, right? That's just what it is. Because everything that's in material had to be manifest through spiritual first, or some type of ill gains, right? But nonetheless, you are earth sign, and earth signs typically, lean more towards that physical, financial type of gain. So you definitely got what you wanted in that aspect. But don't neglect your spiritual side for your physical, because they must be both balanced so you can be complete. All right? You can have all the money in the world and still be sad and still be not fulfilled. Look at all those celebrities out here. There's plenty of celebrities in the world. They have money, but they are miserable. Just keep that in mind, Capricorn. All right, but that's your energy read for this week. It's looking good overall, from past, present, going into the future. Peace.